What's going on, y'all? I thought I'd give y'all a quick update. Down here in Lake City, Florida. Show y'all a little bit of what I'm doing. I'm doing flatbeds, I guess, in a way now. I had about 3 or 4 different job offers. I had one that was chemical tank that would have been, cross country. I'd have been on the road for 2 or 3 months at a time, and I had one with a company I used to work for a long time ago. I'd have been out about I'd have been home probably about every other day or so, but it wouldn't have been, it'd been like every other day, but it'd been like a, continuous thing. And I'd have had to drive like an hour each way. Let's see. I had one that was doing the exact same thing that I was doing, doing a reefer truck, and it was a company that was right near where I live. The company itself is from where I live. But, my thing's about integrity. And the reason I'm wearing my hat backwards, it's dirty on it. I've sweated more, I think, in the past week and a half than I've sweated in the last year altogether. But it's just the bill's all dirty. But anyway, my thing is just right here. I'm about integrity. If I go to Dairy Queen, okay, and let's just say somebody bought Dairy Queen out. Let's say McDonald's bought Dairy Queen out. All right. If I go to Dairy Queen and they got a Dairy Queen sign on the front of it, everything about it says Dairy Queen. But when they give you the receipt, it says, "Thank you for visiting McDonald's," or whatever. Well, that's kind of what happened here. The company, and that'd have been good. They kind of lost their credibility with what they were telling me because they wasn't up front with me. The company was right near where I live, and they were telling me, "Oh man, yeah, you're running Georgia, Florida, easy pickings, man, beautiful." And I was probably gonna just go with them until I started getting phone calls from Alabama. Well, they ain't but one trucking company from this town, Alabama. And I know how they are because I dealt with them through broker loads with the previous company I was with. So, and then when they hired me, and it took them forever to get me hired, I kept thinking, man, why can't y'all just let me know? He go, "Oh, we're doing this, we're checking everything out." And so then he sends me the email. I have to do this training, and it's through this other trucking company. And I was like, which one am I working for here? Never once did they ever say, that they've been bought out. That was never discussed. So I just, if you can't be upfront with me about that, then you can't be upfront with me about anything else. So I just. So what I did is I went with this local company they were really the first ones to call me. And Monday through Friday, basically. They pay me about an hour. Oh wow! Hold on a second. Look at that right there. Ain't that something? Man, look at that. Oh man. Anyway, so what they did is I'm supposed to come in on Mondays, and it's kind of like my first job. My first job I ever did driving, I was at a lumber yard, and that's how I originally got tied into driving a truck. I wasn't driving over the road. I was just driving for like a local lumber company, and I drove a truck that had a little forklift on the back, a little piggyback forklift on the back, and that's kind of what this is. I've done a couple deliveries with it. It it's been a long time since I've been on one, and but it's like it's just like riding a bike. You know, once I got on there, and it didn't take long to get back into the hang of it. But you know, I'll be home every Friday. I got home last Friday early afternoon, and I'll be home probably again this Friday. I left Sunday because they had me go down near Pensacola, Florida, from where I live, and I had to use the forklift to unload it, and then I had to go from there basically straight north of New Orleans, right across. I had to go on 55 north and go right. I mean, as soon as you cross the line to Mississippi, you get off, make a right, and they were right down there on the right a little bit. So I went down there and picked up some stuff. The same company, and I picked up some stuff, and I had to come back to Troy, Alabama, and then I dropped off at another job site, and then I brought this other stuff back to our yard back in Georgia. So it's not bad. I mean, it's like I said, it's not gonna be permanent. I'm just doing this till I can get my thing going, and whether that's gonna be this you know, I plan on having my thing set up by the end of the summer. But you know, I'll tell you, man, I needed. It feels good to kind of get going again and get moving like I should. And I've sweated more, I think, in a long time. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm down here. They kind of messed me up today, and yes, I'm in a rented truck. They had to rent me a truck. Leave something to be desired for sure. But like I said, this ain't anything permanent or anything. So pays good. It's got good benefits, but I mean, it's not, like I said, I only did it really for the pay and to kind of get this other thing going. And also, when I took my truck back to my last job, I mean, they didn't make anything about nothing. I mean, they really didn't want me back. You know, I mean, you know, it's all good. I was talking to one of my main subscribers on the phone not too long ago, and he you know, and I just told him, I was like, man, you know, I really don't believe they thought I was gonna survive last year. You know, I think when I went out, they thought I was gonna, that probably wasn't, that I'd be in the grave, you know. But God had other plans, you know. So still working out what's intended for my life. So, but that's it. I got down here just a few minutes ago, and I guess I'll get unloaded. I got 3 stops. I got one here in Lake City, and then I go down to Ocala. Then I got to go to a place called Umatilla, Florida, somewhere down in Central Florida somewhere, and then I got to go back. So, but I get paid by the hour. I ain't got to worry about chasing miles no more. But that being said, I've probably run as much or more miles just running Georgia. I went into Alabama just this week alone. Just a little bit of running I've done for that. I've probably run as much more miles than I would have with my other job and being on the road week after week after week. So they, you know, like I said, when you're not up front with somebody, when you're not up front and you portray yourself off to be something that you're not, you know, we're all going to stand before our Lord one day and to make an account for what we've done, good or bad, you know. So just leave it at that. Hope y'all have a good hope y'all had a good Mother's Day. Mine was okay. I mean, my mom passed away in 2020, so you know, it just is what it is, you know. But I tell you. But yeah, that's about it. I just decided to give y'all a quick update. Not really doing much. Just got this job started last week, and I wasn't sure which one to go with, but you know, when they just kind of narrowed itself down. These people here were the first ones to really contact me, and I started to go with the one that I used to work at. I probably would have made as much or more with them, but I don't know. I like the fact that I could have stayed here. I'll have my weekends off where I can get this other thing going and actually do that on the weekends, and so that was the attraction for me on this. But I hope to be done driving here in the next little while. So I already got a plan. I'm fixing to go ahead and put this together. I gotta get a business plan together, and you know, there's just some steps I gotta do on the front end, on the administrative side. I gotta get that stuff done, and once I start getting some money coming back in, I'll be able to do all that. And then the equipment won't be, it just depends on how much I'm bringing in and what, you know, it just really depends on what I need to get started with. So once I get started, it won't take long, and I can build it up from that and get the equipment like I really want to get set up. So that's my plan, and then I'll be able to start implementing that, working on doing that on the weekends, and probably make as much or more in a day than I'd make all week here. So that's my plan. And then I'll hopefully be done doing all this and just implement that. I think I got a name. I know the colors I kind of want to use for a logo, but I kind of have a logo in mind. I kind of got it in my head, but I just got to put everything down. I've really been kind of, you know, it's been kind of whirlwind getting this new job started. You know, there's some issues I had this past week, and just having to deal with that. And you know, when you're in top of transition, you know, this is the top of things you go through. So anyway, I appreciate y'all, and we'll talk to y'all later when we just want to give a quick update. And hope y'all doing good. Y'all take care. We'll see you.